Have you ever noticed anything weird about PS1 Tekken games? Probably not, because these games are so awesome you were too busy getting your ass kicked. I didn't notice anything back in the day because most PS1 games looked weird in some way, and my brain just got used to it. The fact that these games were played on a CRT from across the room could also explain why I never noticed anything out of the ordinary. Playing Tekken 3 again after many years in HD made the background stick out like a sore thumb. It moves from side to side as if it's out of sync with what's happening in the foreground. It looks especially odd where the background and the floor meet. The floor just slides under the walls. It looks unlike any other game that I've played. It's hard to even pinpoint what the issue is at first. Usually PS1 games use a static skybox or a sky sphere for the background, and it looks fine for the most part. But in Tekken's case, it's a plane, a box, or even a cylinder that's rotated and scaled with the camera. Even the Tekken Force mode uses this method. As you can see, the foreground moves faster than the background. But that's not even the weirdest thing about this. If I extract the scene and open it in Blender, it turns out that the background is actually a foreground. It's the closest object to the camera. The reason it doesn't block the characters is because of the rendering order. The ground is rendered first, the background second. The shadow after that, followed by the HUD, and only then the characters. It seems that the particles are rendered last. I guess it's possible that something went wrong during the extraction process, and the background was affected by it. But I choose to believe that that's how the developers intended it to be, because it's more intriguing. Why do it this way though? Why not use a traditional skybox? I've considered several different reasons, but none of them make sense to me. I guess I can understand why they did it like that for these smaller closed-off areas. Maybe they wanted the background to look a certain way without affecting the playable area. Had they used actual 3D objects as walls, it could affect the match, but this explanation sucks, because that's exactly what they did later in PS2 Tekken games. Maybe it has something to do with the limited hardware. Maybe this method provided the best performance that allowed the game to run at 60 FPS. Interestingly, Dead or Alive uses a similar but simpler method that looks more like a traditional skybox, and they use only a few large quads instead of many smaller ones. So in this case, I assume it's a performance optimization. It's really clever how the top of the background fades into a solid color, so they wouldn't have to draw triangles there. I hate to disappoint you, but I don't have a definitive answer. We can speculate why they did it that way in the comments.